All right, so it looks like Joe Biden is out there defending Republicans once again. Here's a Biden quote. It says, quote, "There's an awful lot of really good Republicans out there." It says, White House hopeful Joe Biden doubled down on his vow to cooperate with Republicans should he be elected president, saying he successfully worked across the aisle as vice president. There's an awful lot of really good Republicans out there. I get in trouble for saying that with Democrats. But the truth of the matter is, every time we got in trouble with our administration, remember who got sent up to Capitol Hill to fix it? Me, because they know I respect the other team. Biden added that many conservatives are being intimidated to follow in lockstep with President Trump. They're decent people. They ran because they care about things, but they're intimidated right now. If you start off with the notion there's nothing you can do, well, why don't you all go home then, man? Or let's start a real physical revolution if you're talking about it, because we have to be able to change what we're doing within our system, Biden said in June. You have to go out and beat these folks if they don't agree with you by making your case, and that's what presidents are supposed to do. Persuade the public, move people as to what's going on. So Joe Biden is a totally different monster, man. He's a totally different beast. And I'll explain why. Like, bruh, he and Hillary, this is probably the biggest difference between Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, okay? The difference of that being that Hillary Clinton viewed the Republicans as enemies, okay? She hated Republicans because they hated her. Joe Biden, on the other hand, is deeply hated by Republicans, but he still likes them and praises them and says that they're good people. He said that Pence was a decent man, the current vice president, who's a horrible man. Also said that Jeb Bush was a good guy, too. He was at a fundraiser for a Republican who attempted to repeal the ACA. And I'm starting to think that possibly a lot of Obama's sort of actions could have been seriously persuaded by Joe Biden. Because remember, Obama's whole mantra was like, let's hold hands across the aisle, let's be nice guys, and all this nonsense. Let's compromise when the Republicans are being obstructionist D-bags, and all of that stuff, right? So I'm starting to think maybe Joe Biden influenced some of that policy because, man, this is like really, really bad. But this is horrible strategy. And so, his quote about physical revolution I find funny because there are a lot of people who are just straight up like, we need a physical revolution. I'm not one of them. But to me, you've got to go in sort of guns blazing is what you got to do when you get in that office. Not like this. Because the truth of the matter is these Republicans are siding with Trump. They side with Donald Trump all the time. They're going to continue to do so. But Republicans suck, dude. Like, Republicans are terrible human beings. Like, they're shitty people. They are garbage humans. I mean, I don't know. Like, pretty much all of them, to be honest with you. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Like, the vast majority of the Republican Party wanted to repeal the ACA. Like, throw 30 million people off health insurance. Take off the current, thing that's in place where, you can't be discriminated for pre-existing conditions and being on your parents' insurance until you're 26. All of that kind of stuff, right? You're a garbage human if you support repealing the Affordable Care Act. Point blank, no discussion whatsoever. The Republican Party's in full throttle defend Donald Trump mode. Anytime a party can go into that, you automatically know that party is garbage. So this guy's a totally different beast. He's a totally different monster because I've never seen this before. Except for kind of with Obama, low-key. But this is just really unacceptable, and it's really, really concerning to me.